Back here again on the Cowboys Report. Tom Downey here, another at-home edition as we break down the latest on Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys denying the request from the Chicago Bears to interview Mike McCarthy, the first real traction we've had. We'll break down what I think this means, which I think most of us are probably on the same page on this, but it's big. It's the first news we've had. It is an at-home edition because I was picking up the kiddo. Toddler Olivia is currently watching Spider-Man upstairs while I get this video done, so screen time it is. Hit that sub button, help feed her, help make the family happy. Hit for more free Cowboys videos, of course, as well. This is back-to-back days with 3 videos. Hit that sub button so you don't miss out in the future. McCarthy has the Bears, request to interview Mike McCarthy has been denied by the Dallas Cowboys, which I think is the first, indication that yes, there is interest in bringing him back, which isn't necessarily a surprise. They could have made the decision to fire him a long time ago if they wanted to. I don't know for certain. We mentioned this on the earlier video today, which now is a little bit outdated, I suppose. It's what happens in a coaching drama-filled timeline. I think they had 48 hours. Multiple people had mentioned that, but I didn't know it for certain. Either way, McCarthy's contract ends on January 14th, so we're rapidly approaching that timeline anyway. I do think this means the Cowboys have interest in retaining Mike McCarthy as their head coach. I do believe if the Cowboys were fully out on him, they would have allowed him to pursue other jobs. Now, I do think there are potential conditions and caveats and clauses and ifs and buts that involve a potential Mike McCarthy return, which may or may not get sorted out. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's a 51 minimum % chance he's back as the Cowboys head coach, which I am not saying is a good thing. I think I've made my thoughts on this very clear over the past calendar year at this stage. But this is the first public indication. The timing was going to force their hand to tip their hand at some point of, yeah, we've got interest in retaining McCarthy, which it's weird we're doing this. This shouldn't be a thing anyway in Cowboy land. It should just be he's back, he's not back, easy decision, get it done. All those things I don't like with the way this is overall handled, but it's the Cowboys. It's how it goes, I suppose. So give me your predictions at the pinned comments of today's show. What is the % chance you think the Cowboys keep Mike McCarthy? If the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. % chance the Cowboys keep Mike McCarthy. As I mentioned, I think this means that let me reset. I mentioned earlier in the video this afternoon, I thought there were a couple of different potential reasons why there's been no public decision yet on Mike McCarthy. The options were the Cowboys aren't telling us, as some people had told me. They're going slow on purpose, which can still be true, by the way. They don't actually know yet what they want to do. And negotiations are ongoing. And I wonder if this is more of the second of that last bucket, that the negotiation process is ongoing and there is interest in retention of Mike McCarthy as the Cowboys head coach, to borrow a term I use for the Cowboys free agency, at the right price, which I have issues with, frankly. There's a lot of systemic problems, philosophical problems I have with the way the Cowboys are handling this. But I do think some of your potential issues are, who's the play caller? Many of you have pointed this out too. If you're going to bring back Mike McCarthy, you want a new offensive play caller, which I don't disagree with. I don't think he's done a good job as the play caller. I truly don't believe that. But if you don't trust your offensive-minded head coach, why is he back as your head coach when he's not a good in-game decision maker? He doesn't make great adjustments, and he's a bad clock management guy. He gets you to Sunday pretty good. Cool. Awesome. That's valuable. Again, there's a lot of, at the risk of turning into just a full-on rant and complaining when the deal isn't done yet, there's a lot of frustration on my end of all the issues you're facing, you aren't necessarily fixing by going down this path. You're just not. I think the big crux is probably the contract length and cost, which I will spend more time on here. But in general, if you're keeping Mike, I know many of you want a short-term deal. I understand that. I bet Jerry does. I bet Jerry wants an incentive-based deal. I don't know why Mike would sign off on that. And frankly, I don't think it's good for you. I think if you're picking your head coach, you should not be doing a short-term deal. He either is your guy or he is not. I don't think this is a half measure. There's too many half measures with this program, and it continues to bother me. Again, I'll continue on some more thoughts here on McCarthy, but today's show is made possible by Game Time. Game Time has a new feature. It's called Game Time Picks. It makes getting tickets for events even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets to find the best value. It is curation designed to make it easier to find the best price on great seats for probably not football, or maybe you want to go to the Cotton Bowl CFP semifinal, basketball games, comedy, theater, so much more. I also always advise using the Game Time all-in pricing feature. It shows your total cost up front, so there are no surprise fees at checkout. The Game Time guarantee is this. Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Download the Game Time app. Create your account. Use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. But again, create your account. Redeem code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. I don't want to just briefly come back to the contract stuff here. In general, with where I am at right now, with the way this Cowboys, get my hands off screen. Sorry, that's weird. Where the Cowboys are at. Mike McCarthy either is your guy or he is not. It is I don't know if zero sum's the right term for it, but it is all or nothing. Either he is your guy and you commit everything to him. You give him a multi-year contract. You pay him whatever he wants. It doesn't matter what the money is. Jerry's making all these comments about, maybe the one comment, but still, about incentive-based deals. That's BS. It's not how contracts work for coaches. It's just not. And it's frankly, I think, insulting to offer Mike McCarthy that. If you think he's your guy, then he is your guy. And you pay him whatever he wants. There's no salary cap on coaches. It's just the Jones boys' money. That is the only thing impacted by that. So if he's your guy, give him a multi-year deal. You can't do this, let's do an incentive-based 1, 2, 3-year deal. Because then we're right back talking about hot seat over and over again, which we'll probably do anyway. But if you're trying to bring in a new offensive coordinator, you're bringing in all new coaches. They are all out of a contract. A lot of them are going to be new. Or at least some of them are going to be new. You want a new play caller? No offensive play caller who is a coveted target, whoever you want that to be, Josh McCown, whatever, is going to be like, yeah, let me take this job and maybe get fired in a year. Come on. It's not an appealing gig. You need commitment. You have to commit. You can't do these half measures, playing it both ways. That's what they did last offseason. And the Cowboys didn't learn their lesson. And I am very concerned we're barreling towards that again right now. So, hypothetically, is keeping Mike McCarthy the right move? Why for yes and for no? Let me know in the comments section of today's show. Final thoughts here. I think assistants matter. Again, this is all hypothetical. If you bring back Mike McCarthy, I want to bring back Mike Zimmer. I don't trust McCarthy when it comes to hiring a new defensive coordinator, which is a concern I have. Again, there's a lot of I want this, but this is a red flag that consistently pops up in these talking points, these conversations we have. But I would want to bring in a new defensive coordinator, or I would want to retain Zimmer as my defensive coordinator. I think he did a good job. I don't know if Zimmer wants that. I thought Zimmer did a better job than McCarthy did this season. And if I got to go find the new defensive coordinator for a guy that's probably going to be on the hot seat on whatever the deal looks like, I get nervous again with the planning here. That's why I think this is a great opportunity for change. But with the Cowboys denying the Bears' request for Mike McCarthy, trending towards a Mike return. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe these hypothetical, expected, whatever you want to call it, negotiations don't turn out that way. But trend I get is that he's going to come back. And they're working through the how and less of the why he ends up returning. So we'll see how it plays out. Again, the Cowboys have a few more days of the exclusive negotiating window. Now they've denied the Bears' request for Mike McCarthy. Don't think we can totally rule out another one or two requests to come through. We'll see. I have some doubts there. The Patriots seem to be a fraudulent search going on, but that's your update tonight, and seems like a sizable one.